You want to print quadcopter frames for days, an octopus, thingy-majigger, a tiny little astro trooper, ponies like a bro, Walter White, mini PCB, CNC. If you want that type of success and more, then you should follow these tips. If you don't have auto bed leveling, it's super important that you get your bed level. Here's the hot end, here's the bed. Move it down. And then what you do is you want to move it to each corner. And on each corner, you're gonna move it down where your limit switch should say that it's at 0. And you're gonna take a piece of paper and you're gonna slide it between that extruder nozzle and the bed. And you should just be able to slide the piece of paper through. It should be like, and that's how you're gonna figure out if each corner is level. Most people, when they first start designing models for 3D printing, they want to print in outer space. So what do I mean by that? So I'm printing layer by layer by layer by layer by layer. And as I'm printing upward, I'm printing all these layers and I'm building a foundation. And then all of a sudden I get to his arm and my nozzle goes to print this layer and it's in outer space. You can't do that. So his hand would just all of a sudden fall down to the print bed, or you'd get some long nasty string hanging off. So instead, how you have to print something like this is actually like this. Next thing about 3D printing, gription, stiction, friction. Say you're printing this guy on this hotbed, right? This extruder, it's moving all over the place. Let's say I don't have gription to the bed and I get like up to here. All of a sudden my print's like, and then you wake up and you're like, dang, I got a whole ball of filament on my printer. So how do you overcome gription problems? Well, this particular printer comes with a beautiful sheet of PEI that's laid out on borosilicate glass. PEI works absolutely great for ABS, PLA, NGen, HIPs. But let's say you can't afford a sheet of PEI. What can you do? You can go down to your local pharmacy and you can buy yourself a can of hairspray, Garner Fructis High Max Hold. You just spray it on the bed, a nice even layer. And guess what? Your prints will stick like they've never stuck before. Let's say you want to print this tiny wood frame. You should print one section at a time, and what do I mean by that? In your 3D modeling software, slice it up. Slice it into some pieces, print a couple pieces. So let's say you want to print this little battery holder, you know? But you don't know if it's going to fit around the battery because 3D printing is not always super dimensionally accurate. So maybe just print that little cube, that little, you know, hollow spot. You know what I'm saying there, champ? My next tip, you gotta know your spool. What do I mean by that? Well, basically, hey, look, I set up my printer and I have an 8-hour print going. Well, it's printing along, chugging. All of a sudden, hey, this is a winding of filament and it gets like crisscrossed. The extruder head, which is this guy right here, is trying to move over this way and it can't because the filament is all tangled in a knot and it pulls the extruder head. So now what happens is the next layer you go to lay down, it's off, it's dimensionally off. So now you're printing like off in the outer space. Sometimes it'll actually just snap the filament right at the spool and then, you know, you end up waking up and it's just like a little extruder head just going around in outer space. So like always, like, comment, subscribe, you know, depending on what platform you're on. Do everything awesome, basically. And more videos will be coming to you soon. Very, very soon. In the future. More videos coming soon.